Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here, back today with another cheese box rummage. Got a fully stocked cheese box in front of you here with COMC pickups going back, in some cases a few years, and in some cases just a few weeks, as I did put a chunk in here that I grabbed to kind of fill this back up from my most recent order that came in maybe just a month or two ago. So running the gamut here as usual, and we'll kind of just see what we pull till we get to about the 10-minute mark. So we'll start off around the midsection of the box here. And how about a nice Topps Chrome Sapphire, J.D. Martinez. This is from the 2019 release. It's the one year that they didn't do a blue tint to the Sapphire set. So essentially this is just an atomic refractor, which I love. If you've tuned into the channel with any frequency, you know that atomic refractor or cracked ice, that type of effect is definitely high on my list in terms of parallels that I enjoy. Grab that one because I'm working on a Red Sox team set. I'm not sure if I'll ever get there, but nice to have that JD. Next up, here's one that should have gone in, I guess, the Ovi stack, but we'll just look at it here today instead. From 2020 Upper Deck Allure, this is the Red Rainbow parallel of Alex Ovechkin. For a time on the site, these were under $1.50, and I was kind of just like buying every copy that was $1.25 or less, because that's just, criminally low. For something this shiny that is team color matching. So cool to have that one, and that'll go into the Ovechkin binder at the conclusion of today's installment. Let's move over here to the right a little bit. Here's this one's kind of cool. This is a pre-rookie card of Connor McDavid, someone that I talk about a lot on the channel. In my opinion, the most talented hockey player on the planet right now, has been for a few years running. This is from Heroes and Prospects, and it's from his time in the the CHL with the Erie Otters. So this is prior to him being drafted by the Oilers. It was made by In the Game in 2012, and his rookie cards came in 2015. So this is, a few years prior to his debut. He's just a teenager on this card, but was already, crushing it. Look at these stats in 2011-12, 33. He would have been what? 14, 15 years old at this point, playing in the CHL, 33 goals in 33 games played, 39 assists, kind of a sign of what was to come, and he's been every bit, or he's lived up to every bit of the lofty expectations that were placed upon him. Let's go into the vintage section here, and nice, I think for the second cheese box rummage in a row, we have a 53 Topps card towards my slowly building set. In my opinion, the most beautiful vintage baseball card set of all time, largely influenced by that archive set that came out in 91 when I was 10 years old, in the summer of 91. I would have been actually 8 years old in the summer of 91. So left a big impression on me, and this is a really cool Harry Bird for the Philadelphia A's. I love the elephant logo there for the Athletics. Super cool. Nice clean back as well. This is not like a PSA 8 or anything. You can see like some wear on the corners, especially on the top corners here, but exactly what I look for in this set build. Just looks great. The colors are vibrant, no creases, no holes. The whole card's there. Just a gorgeous Harry Bird. Let him get a little bit of sunlight here. Let's move back over to the rightmost section of the box. And we got a die cut here and a football card. Did get a couple comments last time about there not being any football spilling out of the cheese box. That's not uncommon. I really don't buy a lot of football at all. But with that being said, we are making a return to the sport today with this nice select die cut of Peyton Manning from his later career with the Denver Broncos. This is the Concourse Purple Prism die cut from Select. That's a mouthful, but really just was drawn to this because I am a Peyton Manning fan. Grew up during the Brady-Manning rivalry. My best friend was a Colts fan. I was a Patriots fan, so a lot of memories tied up in that rivalry. And even though this is a Broncos card, I just love Select. So, and again, like almost everything that spills out of this box was had for a very, very cheap coin. All right, well, why not? We did football. Let's move into Star Wars next. Here is a Star Wars high-tech Admiral Akbar. Very cool. This is from the 2016 high-tech release, the middle of 3 sets that they did. Love the acetate, love the high-tech look for a science fiction series. I think it's absolutely perfect, and happy to bring that one into the collection. That'll go into the Star Wars or non-sport Z Folio. That's just a base card, but really, really awesome looking. All right, so we've got baseball, hockey, football, and Star Wars so far. Maybe we'll get, basketball or soccer represented. We'll have to see. Here's another hockey card. My favorite parallel. I've talked about these at length recently, so I'll keep it brief here. But Upper Deck exclusives, numbered out of 100, going all the way back to the 90s. The Breadman, Artemi Panarin on the 2019 Upper Deck release. Nice slapshot image. Total sucker for these 4-star players. And another one that was like under $2, which just seems wrong to me. Let's try like midsection of the box here. Oh wow, back-to-back exclusives cards. This one's even better because it features, I think, a top 5 offensive player in the league in Leon Draisaitl. Again, numbered out of 100. This is the year following the Panarin. So this Panarin is a 2019. This Draisaitl is a 2020. So 2 stars of the game and 2 of the most effective point producers in hockey represented on the exclusives to 100 parallel today. So a couple nice hockey cards in a row there coming out of the cheese box. Back to baseball. Check out this 2017 Topps Heritage Chrome Refractor of a smiling David Ortiz. Big Papi, one of my favorite Red Sox players of all time. And man, these are based off the 1968 design with the burlap borders. And what a striking contrast between those original brown burlap borders and this reimagined refractory greatness here. Like this is the type of card where you almost need a pair of sunglasses to stare straight at it when it's catching the sunlight. So really happy to have that. These are serial numbered. Oh no, I guess this is a little bit different. So this isn't the chrome refractor. This is some type of a retail rainbow foil parallel, which is pretty cool. So not numbered, but just looks absolutely gorgeous. And of course, probably was not the case at the time when I purchased this, but at this point, Big Papi is in the Hall of Fame. So pretty nice, nice card there. All right, next up, we got another baseball card. And how about that? How about 2 Big Papis back to back? This is the 2010 Bowman Chrome Refractor. Was grabbing kind of any like refractors that I could find at a really cheap price point of David Ortiz a while back prior to his induction, just because like I felt like my collection was a little bit light on him, being a New England native and a Red Sox fan. And these were not expensive cards, given his career output and the fact that he's now enshrined. So that's one of the nicer cards to come out of today's installment. Really like that Bowman Chrome Refractor. So we're at the 7 or 8 minute mark here. Let's keep going for a few more cards anyway. See if we can stretch this past 10 minutes. Here's the 2018 Upper Deck Connor McDavid. This is the silver foil parallel that was available via ePack. Talked about these quite a bit as well, but you needed to get 10 copies of Connor's base card by ripping your ePacks in the application back in 2018. And then you could exchange those 10 copies of those virtual ePack McDavid cards in for 1 physical silver foil card via the COMC website. So not as valuable as the speckled rainbow that was the rarer version of this, but still just a cool parallel. And it's been around for a few years running now. So I kind of like the longevity that's building there. And of course, can't go wrong with McDavid. Oh wow, how about a vintage baseball card here? And I might cut it off here at the 9 to 10 minute mark. It's kind of where I wanted to land anyway. And I don't think anything I'm going to pull out after this is going to be as aesthetically pleasing and beautiful as this 1952 Bowman Hank Edwards for the Cincinnati Redlegs. Cincinnati Reds, just awesome card. I love the outfield advertising. I absolutely adore this set. Feel like I've been showing a lot of early 50s Bowman on the channel so far this year. I've shown off a few 51 Bowmans, but I love 50 and 52 as well, and kind of slowly plugging away at just an accumulation of these. I wouldn't call it a set build, but if I see one that looks this nice, with vibrant color like this, and it's just a couple bucks or less, I just have a hard time leaving that behind. So that's the final card for today's installment, the 1952 Bowman Hank Edwards, and we will leave it at that. I appreciate you joining me for another, albeit somewhat brief, cheese box episode today. I will certainly be back in the very near future with more cheese box rummages and with more content overall. Until then, I hope everybody stays safe and enjoys the hobby. Take care.